journey that you have taken, and I'm sure this is a common experience in CLC. There's no hierarchy. No? Kaya I think you've been way ahead of synodality than the church, than the Jesuits, to be honest. It's something that we can learn from. It's a gift. No? It's a gift that CLC can share with the church. Lastly, on hope. I found this very inspiring. This is from Sister Melanie Svoboda of the Sisters of Notre Dame. She gives a very enlightening definition of hope. She says, hope is a gift. It is the gift God bestows on us so we may continuously seek God and grow in goodness, love, and happiness. But hope demands a response on our part. Hope is not simply a feeling. It is a choice. It is a decision. We choose to hope not because we are blind to the evils in the world, but because we have a vision that goes beyond the immediate or the readily visible. Our faith in God and in Jesus tells us that God's grace is at work, just beneath the surface of the observable, transforming the world into the reign of God. Looking at how the world is now, there are so many reasons to despair, to be depressed, to just give up. But we can still choose to hope. This is a hope that is active. We choose, we decide to hope. It is defiant. Even when there are so many reasons not to hope, we choose, we decide to hope. So hope is something that we need to cultivate, something we need to practice. In some way, it's an art. It's something that we need to master. And as you mentioned again, the foundation of that hope is God's vision of the kingdom of the Lord, of the reign of God in the here and now. The certainty that He is with us, He is working, that in His divine plan, in His design of how things should be, we are part of this plan, we are part of His design of grace and salvation. So we know that as we hope in God, God also very much hopes in us. That is why we are invited to respond. So, we find ourselves here now, beginning another season of Advent. And how apt, how providential that we begin this recollection a day before the first Sunday of Advent. And we find ourselves in this process of praying and discerning. Is it the season of Advent the perfect time to discern paths for hope? No? Rachel Held Evans writes, Advent is a season of anticipation, of holy waiting. It is a waiting characterized not by idleness or even contented peace, but by prophetic yieldedness and active hope. Advent acknowledges the already and not yet nature of the kingdom of God. In remembering the anticipation of Christ's first coming, we acknowledge and nurture our anticipation of Christ's second coming. Advent is a season for the prophets, for the dreamers, for the poets, and I would like to add, for CLC. A great light has shone, but there is still so much darkness to pierce, so much gloom to overcome. Advent should be a season of surprise too of God, showing up when and where we least expect. Emmanuel, in a womb, in a barn, as a poor minority, in an oppressive empire, at the soup kitchen, at the church service you resisted attending, in that family member with whom you disagree, in every corner of this world, from Ferguson, Missouri, to Palestine, to Payatas, Caloocan, to Zamboanga, to Cebu, to Davao, to Iloilo, to every CLCP community all over the Philippines and even outside of the country, to your kitchen. It is a season to slow down and pay attention, to listen to the prophets, to look for God in God's distressing disguises. Advent is a season of hope, and Advent, no, it's an invitation to again discover the Lord in our lives.